Hey guys, Don Turnage here at the Martial Arts Laboratory. We're going to talk about what we're going to be doing in the month of June. There's a series of setups that I've developed over the years, and I call it January. And the reason I call it January is when I first opened my gym, I taught all this whole sequence in the month of January. The goal here is to maintain, just like in any other situation with Jiu-Jitsu, is to maintain control of my opponent in a controlled manner, while also initiating some moves that either make them submit through chokes or tapping in different variations. So with that being said, we're going to jump right into it. Brandon, can I borrow you? And guys, this is for any, you put your, yeah, there you go, feet over here. This is for any level. You don't have to be a awesome blue belt or a crappy black belt to be able to learn this. What we're actually showing here is control. So we're going to start off with our opponent. Somehow we've gotten lucky, we've got him on his back, right? This is called side control. The one thing you're going to hear me talk about often is called D-bag moves. That's not douchebags, that's Don's bag of tricks. And what we're doing there is we're effectively using different techniques to make him move in a situation that puts it beneficial to me. So first thing we talk about is my side control. My side control is low, hips down, elbow blocking, cross face. Now, Jiu-Jitsu people call this the cross face. This is not a cross face. Wrestling, we're going to cross the face. So with my cross face, we're here, we affect the chin. We control the shoulder. This elbow here is going to pop in the hip, and we're going to drive him in. And we'll spin around and show you this in a second. Right now, both my knees are in exact line with my elbows. Now, if he tries to move around, I've got control of him. Immediately, we're going to get the hand closest to the face, on the wrist, and in here. And if you notice, I'm not grabbing. Next thing we do is we get that nice and tight. Here's where some of the pressure comes in. My right elbow is going to hit right below his bottom for the rib, and his head pops up. So again, I don't think you saw that. As I'm here, the head comes up. Now we're doing what's called a windshield wiper move. Step in. Now if you notice, my big toe on my right foot is basically touching his ear. My left foot is right across his chin. And here we have a whole series of different submissions. One is a very simple shoulder lock. Doesn't look like we're doing much. We're going to nice grip here, again, not grabbing, rotating. I'm going to bring it into my chest, my chin. Don't tap yet.
Okay.
My chin is going to turn his elbow towards his head. There's my submission. We also have bicep crusher. Okay. We can also bring this back this way, right towards his head, and begin to lay back. Bring the knee up. There's an arm bar. Same situation, we're going to begin to lay back. This time we're going to fall to our side, lock our legs in. See his hand already raising because he does not like this pressure. Going to do the squeeze, and that's a scissor choke. What you want to pay attention to is I'm here, I'm not close to the body, I'm extending my body. Need a second to breathe?
I'm good.
So again, we're going to break down each one of those, the setups for that. So first thing is getting him from his back to his side. So again, we're going to use the D-bag crossface. That's going to be my hand palming his chin, grabbing his shoulder. Heavy pressure. There's a spot right here in the hip that I hit. It's going to, look what he's doing, making him react. So he's down, boom. I'm going to drive him over. Gain my control. Heavy, heavy chest. Again, you'll very seldom see me ever grab like this. It's always open palm. Bring it into my chest and drop that. He doesn't like this. As we begin to set, I'm going to keep everything tight. Windshield wiper happens. Now, we used to stop here and finish this Kimura. Problem is I only have one move there. When I drop back in here, it opens up. We've got several different potential finishes here. So, we're going to bring in Jennifer here real quick. So let me give you a hack.
Yeah.
I love life hacks. Put your elbow on the mat. Now draw it up right up your hip until you find that soft spot. Yeah, there it is. Press it down. There you go. Hand closest to the face does what? Okay, but now we're going to gain our grip, our figure four grip on. No. There you go. Now hold on. Fill this space.
Yeah.
Close that space. Jennifer, you feel like he has control over you?
Good amount of control. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's going to drop that right elbow just below her floating rib. No, I don't think we hit it. Let's see if we can find it. I know exactly where it is. Watch. It'll be right here.
Ah.
Okay. There There you go. Now you're gonna
Windshield wipe?
put the pressure, windshield wiper. Right foot.
Wrong.
No, you're fine. No, that foot goes over. You're correct. The right foot's gonna come lay behind her head and tickle her ear with your big toe and sit back. Just freeze right there. Jennifer, how's that feel?
Doesn't feel good.
Okay, can you try to move around? Kind of stuck, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so brake. Yep. So, guys, what I want you to see from that little, just that quick, I don't know, less than a minute, we went from just being in a, because I think side control is the best position to have. Right? We'll talk about that more in other videos where the mount is wasted. But effectively, what I've done is I've gained total control over her, and I've done it in a manner that I spent very little energy. So I'm going to do it, True. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Climb here. Boom. Watch this control. I'm done. Now, where I really came up with this was for police officers, trying to keep them to where they could keep someone controlled until their backup got here. She has no way to grab my weapon. If she tries to turn into me, I'm going to keep her down. We don't want our Leos having to put themselves in bad spots. But from here, we're going to drop this down. Her head comes up, step deep. Now, sometimes I'll block with this hand. If you've been into my classes, they're going to come in here and block it. That's fine. We're going to scoop that up and give you more control. Because now I have control of that arm as well. That shoulder lock. Bring it. I wasn't supposed to
Oh,
tap
no, no.
yet. You just preemptively tapping.
Yeah.
Middle of my chest. Boom. R here. Boom. R here. R. What? Shh. Those are wrist locks. People don't like those. Now let's fall back for that choke we did with her arm in. Boom. Boom. Lock it in. Choke's still there. So, again, guys, that's the breakdown of the beginning part of January. So we'll call it January 1st to the 15th. Where it gets really neat is when you start developing your own techniques. One thing I encourage my students to do, and I think any instructor should, is to make jiu-jitsu your own. There's not a right way or wrong way, it's your way. I do think that jiu-jitsu is like Mexican food. There's 5 basic ingredients, and those ingredients are different controls in different submissions, but they're all very basic.